Hey,
Hey
we
y'all,
back.
we are back. We back in this like we never left. Thank you for watching the Three Spiritual Chicks podcast. I am Joy, aka A Joyous Connection,
And I'm T, aka Rose Red. We
and
have Janice and Medium with us in spirit. Well, I should say in spirit, but she's here with us, but she's tied up at work. So me and Joy gonna have to rock this thing out tonight. Even though I really think it's just Jazz testing us, but it's okay. We still love her.
she always said Jazzy testing this.
Well, I know she be testing me. I don't know about you, but she damn sure be testing me.
She probably tested me too. Yeah, Jazz is working, so if she can tune in later, y'all, then she'll come on. But me and T gonna rock out today. We also have a guest, so we're gonna talk about a couple topics first, and then we also have a guest that we're gonna bring in a little bit later for a reading. Yeah, okay. So let's get it popping on these dreams that we done had. T, you can go ahead and start with yours.
Why I gotta go first? You said you wanted to, since you remember Jules. We already discussed mine. So do I want to go through the whole detail? I really don't. But um, I had a lot happen in one. I'm gonna say one night. I guess I was doing a lot of traveling, what have you. But the thing that mostly stood out to me is it was a part of my dream where I entered. I'm gonna say a facility because I went through like glass doors. It was really really clean, and I saw a lot of my ancestors, a lot of people that I've known. Actually, ancestors and non-ancestors, because there was some Caucasian people that I'm not related to, but I saw a lot of people that I knew, and but one in particular, like grabbed my arm and was like, you know, come on, let me, take you around, and I got so excited because I was like, ooh, is my daddy here? And they nodded their head like, yeah, and they started taking me down the hallway. And as we going, I'm starting to see shit that I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. Like, it's looking like what you see on the TV show Hoarders. Because I'm like, mm-mm. And if you knew my daddy was clean, okay? Sharp, player, all of that. He ain't do no mess. He wasn't a messy person. He cleaned up behind himself. But I'm literally seeing like, so the last part that I remember is they took me into what appeared to be a bathroom, but it was just like the floor. Like it reminded me of the old school, I say old school, but like my elementary school tile floor with like the really, really small squares. But I saw trash like lined up. And then the aunt that was leading me to him was no longer there. So y'all know me. I was like, mm-mm, get me up out of here. Nope, this ain't it. Get me up out of here. So I literally, like the last thing I remember is like as I'm ready to turn the corner to where she said he was, I turned around and got my ass up out of there. It was like, something's not right. And then leaving, when I left there, somehow I was like really dressed up. Um, I was like sitting in the car, and I literally had somebody. Well, I can describe the person. Well, I described it to y'all offline, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna go into it now. But it was this youngin that literally like shot at like first he threw a rock in the car. And then I like pulled up beside him and stopped the car and looked at him. So then he pulled out a gun and he shot, but the bullet literally went into my passenger side door. Um, Another part of the dream, I saw a really, well, not that dream, another night. I saw a really pretty, like iridescent blue spider. And y'all, I don't mess with spiders. Like, I'm not one to be like freaking out, but I don't mess with spiders. But it was, I can't even explain it, but it was so pretty, and I don't even know what else with that. But today actually, while I was meditating, get my mind right to come on here because work was rough, so I had to cleanse that energy. Doing a meditation, I actually know who it was that was the trickster spirit in my dream, trying to take me to my daddy. And we've talked about this person before. So let's just say it's the warlock that I figured out who they were.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna say that. Sorry y'all, I'm not going too much online because I know they be peeping. I ain't got time. But just know it was a warlock that, because wherever he was taking me was pretty much trying to get me, like how he morphed into somebody else to try to kiss me that time. Yeah. So, but with that being said, you done fuck with the church's money because my daddy and my pop coming up after you, sir. So stop playing. So that's that on that. What was your dream?
And he's still blocked.
You said what?
I say he's still blocked, too, lady.
Yeah, yeah. He
Well,
done messed up with that.
well, let's start with the experience after our last show. Y'all, well, so after we got offline, so of our last show, I was telling them I was having the hardest time. So if y'all watch that, please disregard me and being all over the place. Cause the whole time I was over here, kept hearing somebody to my side over here saying somebody's name because they wanted me to talk. So because I did not address them in their issues, they want to be playing games in my house at the wrong time of the night, to say the least. Okay, so that was interesting. That was interesting. But
Oh, and remember, because I talked trash about that, I had my experience this week at work. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish.
yes, you definitely had that experience.
No, I'm sorry, not this week, last week. But go ahead.
Yeah. Now, see, now if I would have, girl, if I would have recorded and I heard some of that you heard, we probably would have been moving. No, but so that was that, and then dream wise, I mean, me and the ladies has talked about offline where it's like, for one, lately, been extremely tired. So I don't know what that's about or what's going on in the
Mm,
atmosphere right now, but extremely tired. With being tired, I have not been really able to recall a lot of my dreams. And that is not like me. So I normally can at least wake up and get a little bit in peace, but it's been to that point, and or even when I get to like writing my journal and stuff, I haven't been able to kind of do that. I'll get extremely tired again. So, so happened last night, I was able to actually remember a dream, and I want to say it is it's a vision.
mm,
Right. So that I had. So I
what
think that's why
you
Spirit let me remember the dream. Um and hold up, let me go back before I say the dream. Before the last show, my dad's best friend, my uncle came through. It
mm-hmm,
wasn't captured. He told me that we need to do something with my car, pretty much. That
mm-hmm.
night, y'all, I did remember that I had a dream that my engine dang that my engine locked up, right? Because I didn't have an oil change or whatever. And I ain't had an oil change in forever. Y'all, I went so fast to get my dang on. I went and got
Remember,
me
that's
in.
what we was talking about when we got off the phone. We was like, "Who ain't got an oil change?" So I'm
Yep.
glad that you listened. So
Yes, I definitely listened because that mother said, I said, I will be going this weekend. And I went and got that done. Okay. But that was the only dream I was able to remember last week. But this one that I say is a vision is um I don't know where it took place at. But this was in a school setting. It looked like it was more so elementary. I'm trying to take myself back there. It looks like it was elementary school age. It had to be during the winter months because I can see the kids having on long sleeve clothes, and it may not be winter months. It may just be whatever the area they were in. It may just be cold there. But there was a school shooting that happened in that dream.
mm,
I can't. tell you where it was or anything other than they look to be not high schoolers but underage. And I don't think it was the students or anything. It may have been like a disgruntled teacher or what have you.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right,
that was my
y'all. So we
highlight.
gotta clock that. So it's April
Yeah.
20th. So we definitely gotta clock that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Jazz said my mama kicked her out.
So
Further
if we change
confirmation.
subject, we about to change subjects right quick. So that was the mission. So y'all take heed. I'm not putting this saying this to scare anyone,
Yeah,
but I just want to put that out there. Just make sure y'all covering your kids and
yeah.
praying for your kids, making sure you are having protection on your kids when they go to school. Um
And
now,
also
okay.
pay attention. That's the main thing. Situational awareness. Pay attention to your surroundings. Also, and I'm being told to bring this up too. Be mindful of what y'all post on social media, especially when it comes to your kids.
Mm,
I'm going to say that. Um, yeah, just be mindful of what you post. It's easier than you think to track down your children based on what you post on social media. So, if you at the park, don't post until you leave the park and you back home. Don't post while you're still at the park. Things like that. Go ahead, Joy. I'm sorry.
I definitely do that. Heck, I can go on vacation. We won't post until we come back.
That part, and I'm still might not post this stuff. I still haven't posted from last year.
Me too.
Yeah.
Think about our trip last year. Me too, girl.
Yeah, I'll drop and be like Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday, Lost Files, some stuff like that. But that
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't, y'all ain't gonna catch me post where I'm at when I'm there. Sorry, don't have.
It
Um,
ain't your business. It ain't your business. Um, but let's see. On going to changing the subject about Jazz getting kicked out by T's mama. If y'all don't know, but T's mama, she do not play any games. She is with us in
oh my
spirit.
gosh.
She done me out. She don't cuss me out. I think she loves me because she be kind of nice to me, but she be direct and like she do not take any. So Jazz pissed her off. I'm assuming because she's not here on the podcast and won't let her get in. But that's so hers.
Ma, chill, cause she got to be able to bring the person up.
Yeah,
But that's just further confirmation that our mamas definitely brought us together. Like last week on the show, with the experience that I had, yeah, Jazz's mom was at the forefront,
yeah,
and just gonna leave it at that.
yeah.
But do I want to share my experience that I had last week? That was different, and I'm still trying to decipher that. Don't look at me like that, because that was different. Why? So, um, so this is how I get paid back, right? So Jazz told us about, I mean, Joy told us about her experience. Like we said last week, we had a heavy spiritual presence on our last episode, y'all. Like a lot of spirits came through for all of us. Like when I say I had about at minimum 15 people in my kitchen,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
no lie, 15 people in my kitchen. But with that being said, how she just said it was somebody telling her to say somebody's name and she wouldn't do it while we was on live. So they was what they did, they kept turning your water on.
Yes. Playing y'all. I'm not gonna give y'all too much information, but it was late night activities going on. I hear the water cutting on, and I'm like, my husband later was like, "The water on?" I said, "Yeah, the water on." He was like, "What happened?" I was like, "Maybe I left it on a little. Maybe I had it on a drip or something."
Man,
No.
listen, it wasn't. So when she told us about it, I was talking shit. I was talking trash, like, yeah, keep that shit over there. So what day did that happen to me? Was that Thursday or Friday? I don't remember, but mind y'all, I'm at work. Okay, how my desk is set up, I keep hand sanitizer on my desk. Okay, I keep it on my desk. So I had where I have it on my desk, it starts moving. It's rocking back and forth, and I mean rocking, like it's visibly rocking. Mind you, nothing touching, nothing shaking. So I said, let me record this and send it in our group chat because I'm like, I'm talking. I just talk shit to Joy. Let me go ahead and show her this is what I get. Y'all, I just sent the recording of the video. Okay, I ain't paid no attention. So by what the next day?
No, sorry, I'm about to call you. You know what I be saying? No, you did not the next day. She put sent the recording of the video. I said, hold up. I sent her a voice note. I said, tell me that's you talking right now. Because what is that?
Mind y'all, I still didn't hear it when I listened. So it's like, oh, that's just my coworkers in the background. So maybe later that night or the next day, I listen to it. Baby, it's a woman's voice, and she's whispering. Okay, to where all three of us to listen to it, and we try and decipher what the hell she was saying. But yeah, I was like, so my response like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for that. So yeah, I don't know who she was. None of that. But she damn sure came through while I was at work. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking shit and leave people alone because that's what I got.
Talking to
So we
y'all.
done had experiences all god dang on week, okay? But it's
It's been a lot going on. Like I
yeah,
told
it's
her, I
been a
said,
lot.
look, if that would have happened while I was at work, I would have packed up my stuff and left and said, why you want to be playing with me while I'm at work? Because I don't got time for this today. Okay.
See, and that's not the first time I done had spirits pop up on me at work. So I was like, oh, okay, and just kept on going,
See, but they don't be doing that though. They don't be doing, I mean, the ectoplasm be a little different, but that's just you seeing it. What if somebody would have walked past, they would have been like, imagine your coworkers. They're playing. And you trying to, I can imagine one of them right now.
Mind your business. That's all I gotta say to that. Mind your business. But they, I'm come to the conclusion they can't stop. Well, I'm standing and nobody can stop what's for me. What's for me is for me. And yeah, that person plucked my nerves today, and I had to really get myself together because
Oh,
I
God.
had to say I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for my job. I need my job, but people just be testing. So, any other dreams experiences?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So you had another topic. You want to go into that?
Yes. So, oh, it is 4:20. Sorry.
You
Uh,
just now realizing that.
yeah. My husband
I
is
wanted to
not.
say something earlier, but I was like, oh, let me say that offline.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely 4:20. Okay.
And trust me,
Um,
I've been smelling it all day long.
but you up there where
Really?
it's legal.
Mm,
Oh, just in the city. Is it legal in Maryland?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. T
Oh,
don't partake, so I don't
okay.
know. And then one thing I've been telling people since they legalized, leave them damn dispensaries alone. But I'm gonna shut up on that.
Each
Okay.
of them. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
So topic. Okay. So um it's been a couple of several um domestic disputes or unaliving that's been going on that I've been seeing in the news where the spouses are either unaliving their spouse or they're unaliving their kids or both. So
Hmm.
I wanted to bring this to the ladies or T right now and see if you feel like it's spiritual, something going on in the spiritual realm, or if it's just a mental health thing. I know we can't really speak on health right now, but as far I think, or if they both go hand in hand. What's your perspective?
So I definitely feel it's spiritual. As we consistently talk about offline, we are in a spiritual warfare, and it's presenting itself in different ways. What I mean by that is there are do I want to use that word? There are different beings that are walking amongst us right now. And not all of them are bad. Before y'all stop and like, hold up, wait a minute. No, no,
Mhm.
no. Not all of them are bad. However, um, they, in my opinion, they are looking for a life source. So they need us. Some of them need us to survive. So they're attaching themselves to humans, and humans are taking on, you know, different, um, those different entities. For example, we just saw the video of the man in the church trying to get the demon up out of him.
Mhm.
That you can't even, you, you is no way you can look at that video and hear that video and think that it's fake. No, that was a real demon inside that man, and he was sitting in the church trying to get it up out of him, and you could tell the demon was fighting to stay. So that's what I mean by we are in a spiritual warfare. As we talk about here on the podcast, the veil is thinning. Period. It is what it is. Like how I talked last week about the cloak UFO ships. Like the veil is thinning. They're no longer able to hide things the way that they used to, because a lot of people now are able to see it for themselves. And even so, there are more people who are using their discernment to see through the lies that they're being told. Now, back to um, the the original question with the man. I'll speak on the one from that happened here locally to me,
I
where the
just saw that.
husband, the husband shot his wife, then shot himself, and unfortunately, their kids were home. They had teenage boys, so their kids
Mhm.
saw that and witnessed that. Now, with his situation, I do feel a part of it was mental. And the reason why I say that is because this is someone who was on their they were quote unquote on their way, right? Because T, I went did a deep dive, but they were on their way, like they were on their way to becoming like the first black governor of Virginia.
I
And
saw that.
then
Mhm.
there was two allegations from some women. I don't even want to say the Me Too. I truly don't like that, but there were some allegations from women that like derailed that path, right? And granted, I'm not saying what he did was right. Like, it's wrong. I'm the type of person, somebody get you that upset, just leave. You don't have to kill them. Don't do that. However, with that said, there was stories of it has been domestic disputes going on, as well as they say he became like an alcoholic. So that brings me back to what I said about, because he was an alcoholic, right? Alcohol is also known as spirits.
Mhm.
So, is it possible that there was a spirit that attached to him that caused him to do that? Absolutely. But could it also be mental? Absolutely, because he was getting a divorce. And obviously, he was going through something because he was drinking heavily. Because and I feel like for him, the pressure was on because I think they said he had to move out of their house by April 30th. First of all, they were still
Mhm.
living together. So I don't agree with that. No, we ain't going to be roommates. Sir, you know already, they just had a domestic dispute in January. I don't give a damn what they say. I'm getting out. I'm taking my kids and I'm getting out. That's just me. That goes back to situational awareness. I'm not saying anything bad because it should not have happened.
Mhm.
However, you also got to be, protect yourself, self preservation. So that could have been definitely a combination of both. You want to talk about the other guy, what you saw in him?
I saw like six today. I saw the one from up top, where you at. Um, we had the one with the guy and unaliving his kids, his whole dang on generation. That's crazy. Or his not generation, but his
Yeah, his kids.
lifeline. Yeah.
So what
Um,
do you think was that one?
that
I'm
one,
asking you for a specific reason. I want to see what you picked up on.
I feel like it. I feel like both can be valid at the same time. If that makes sense. As far as it being mental,
Okay.
as well as spiritual. Um, and the reason why I say that with him is he was in the military,
Mm,
right? So,
PTSD.
um, yes, and that can be spiritual in itself. Okay, so yeah, and I think maybe with military training that may have opened the door for some attachments as well. Um, yeah, I couldn't look at his picture really that much because I can feel whatever was on him. So I definitely felt like there was something attached to him, or you know,
I agree with you on that. Because the one picture, for me, the one picture that I saw, you could see it. For me, I could see it in his eyes. I could see it in his eyes. Something was definitely in him, on him, however you want to say it.
mhm,
Um, and it's something that has been there for a while. Um, and I feel as though he did what he did. So, like, let me say this. I feel he killed his bloodline to save them from whatever was on him. He didn't want to pass on to
the
his
best
kids.
no. Okay.
That's what I feel with that situation. And I'm going to leave that at that. But again,
Okay.
that's not right. I'm not, y'all, we not saying this stuff is right. We just, discussing some of the things that we see when we see some of these topics. Um,
Mhm. Yeah, and that's crazy. And it just what came to me. I've been on that. Y'all gonna fix my life.
mhm,
Uh,
mhm,
the what is it called? Spiritual hygiene.
mhm,
But what came to me, there may have been some trauma that from a child that may have developed into attachments, or where he not decided, made himself more open or susceptible to different things. um yeah, you got to make sure that you are cleansing yourself. You got to make sure that you are in the right space, um in the right head space and everything. There, yeah, that's a lot. T, you still there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. I had to text Jazz because since she got kicked out, I want to make sure we able to bring Lala on because Jazz
Okay.
has control over
La la
the
time. Yeah.
backstage. So we want to make sure we bring her in to do her reading.
We can't even see if she.
We can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I
Lala,
believe
if you end up if you're in the back, can you because if she came into the link, she should be able to at least comment, right?
yeah.
That Lala, if you in, send us a message in the chat so we can know you in. We just waiting for Jazz. She here.
Okay.
She here.
She's
Okay,
here.
cool.
Um. So how do we get her on? Jazz just text us. Jazz, are you able to bring Lala in? There go Jazz. Y'all, she back. My mama let her back in. Hey Lala.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
You excited? You ready?
Yes, a little excited, a little nervous, a little bit of
A little
everything,
nervous.
but
And
I'm ready.
it's funny that you say that because I was the first one going to say to you, babe, you ain't got nothing to be nervous about.
look, I don't know why she
I felt
nervous.
the energy.
Okay.
You ain't
I
got
don't
nothing
know.
to be nervous about.
Okay.
Me and Lala have been. She's also someone who was in one of my plays, so that's how we met. Um,
Okay.
yes,
So, so
amazing actress.
okay,
Thank
La La.
you.
We're gonna see you on the big screen one day. So that means we gotta put pressure on Joy because she's supposed to be writing the screenplay right now. So go ahead and tell her, get on her, so
You
you can be
already
back on the big
know.
screen. Okay.
It's time,
Mhm.
baby, because I'm ready. So I need
Up,
you to
up,
speed
up.
things up. I'm ready to hit the stage again.
Okay,
Okay?
that's pressure.
Pressure
I'm
Don't
ready.
on.
my heart's
I
not been
am ready,
fast.
baby. So I need you up on that A game.
So Lala,
Yeah.
for you, do you have a list of questions, or do you just want to see what we pick up, or do you have
Um,
specific things that you want to know?
I
It's okay.
didn't write any questions or have anything specific. I may have a question along the way, but I really just want to see what you guys pick up, honestly.
I'm about to say, go ahead and ask that question because I see it at the tip of your tongue. Just go ahead and ask. Because the question you really want to know, just ask it. It's okay. It's okay.
Um, what do you guys feel like it's really happening? Because it's just like all of these events of things have been happening to me. I've been going through so much, especially like the last couple of years. It's been tough. I feel like it may be easing up a little bit right now, but like, is it spiritual? Is it somebody? Is it me? Like, what's going on?
So this is the one thing that's immediately coming to me, and that's just me talking to you, picking up the energy that I'm getting from you. I'm trying to think how to say it. What I'm feeling is there has been something that happened or quote unquote shifted that's causing you to neglect yourself. Um, what is stopping you from putting yourself first and taking care of you?
Um, I had a series of events as well as that for so long has just been my personality. I'm a nurturer and I want to make sure that everybody else is taken care of first. Like I felt like, well, once I get this son out of this situation, then I could go, okay, well, I got to get this one out of school or I got to make sure this one is on the right track because I don't really, so I need to get them right so that I can have peace in my space so that I can go. So it's me just putting every single, especially my kids, before me because I really felt like they were going in the wrong direction and it wore me down. It literally wore me down. And then life itself, losing my dad, losing my best friend, like it just was like I felt like I was in like a dream. Like, when is all of this gonna be over? Like, all a series of events of not so good things just happened to me, and they basically just like knocked the life out of me.
So first of all, I want to give my condolences to you.
Thank you.
Um, the other thing I want to say to you is you got to pour into you. You've been pouring into everyone else from an empty cup. Baby, you can't do it no more. That's why you feeling all over the place. It's time for you to nurture yourself and grow. Um, One thing I'm picking up on is when I say you need to get back to you, um, there's things that you love doing. You had hobbies that you stopped. Like you really just stopped everything and focus on everybody. And right now, I feel that you're going through like an evolution of self and you're trying to get back to you. And so you're, as you said, so much has happened that you are unsure where to start. Okay. You trying to, when I say you want to start, this, for example, you might say, well, I used to go, I don't know, line dancing once a week, but I don't even have the energy to do that. Start with something small, whether it be take 5 minutes to yourself and just write in your journal, get your thoughts out. Whether it be either if you do that, or you can just say two affirmations to yourself in the morning when you get up. You have to find small chunks of time for you. Don't think big. Don't overthink it because you're gonna burn yourself out. Start small. Because I see that you trying to get yourself back on track, but you like instead of saying let me plant a flower, you immediately trying to go into okay, let me get my garden back together. You don't have to do the garden right now. Just do one or two herbs in your kitchen that you love. Just start small. Just start small. Because if you trying to do the garden instead versus the one or two herbs, you're because you're being of course we're our own worst critics, all of us are. So when you say, well damn, I said I was going to start my garden this weekend but I didn't have time, see how then you start self that negative self-talk to yourself because you didn't have the time to do the garden. When or you just start small and then you'll be able to see your progress over time and that will help you build your confidence up in yourself.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got this. It's okay. Joy, I know Joy gotta say something. I'm gonna be quiet for a second.
No, I agree with you, T. Um, yeah, and I have the strength card. So you're a strong person. Your strengths some way sometimes get in the way, right? Because you are always trying to help everybody else. You always putting everybody behind you. And a lot of cards, I have a card here where it says sacred lineage, right? Um, so you're putting your family, you're putting everything, everybody ahead of yourself and not really pouring into you. You not really loving on you the way that you need to be loved, right? Um, and that is kind of what's leading into some of been leading into what you've been experiencing in the past. Like that thing about the way you feel, like kind of on the inside, kind of projects on the outside. That's why some of those things are being drawn to you because of that. Now, I don't necessarily feel like in this present time. I mean, you have had discussions there with somebody who was doing some shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't cuss, but I've been trying to work on it. But in this present time, because of those scenarios, um, it's got you to the place where you currently are. It just takes some time, some things you need to heal. I also have a card here that says emotional release. And then I also have a card here for some guilt. I don't know what it is that you feel guilty about, or you feel like you could have done things different. And I don't want to say it relates to your dad, but I feel like it's something that you feel like wasn't handled correctly with your dad. That you kind of have some type of guilt towards that. Um, you need to release it. Everything is going to be okay with that. Those things are kind of holding you back right now. It's right now your season of healing you so you can manifest the way that you want to manifest. Because all the other cards after I pull here, I have new beginnings. I have manifestation, um, star, hope, calm. All these cards is coming out, but that healing part has to take place first in order for everything to flow and go the way that it needs to go for you to move forward.
Thank you.
And one thing, Lala, I'm going to tell you, Jazz wanted me to let you know because she's present. She said that you're being prepared for something big. So she did want me to tell you
This
that.
damn star card, man. What?
Yeah, and I was going to say, and I got the Seven of Wands as the end of yours, which means pretty much stand your ground and focus on you. The other thing, I pulled my lovely ancestral deck, and the message I got for that is stop worrying about everybody else. When I say that, the opinions of others don't mean a damn thing. If they not paying your bills, they not taking care of you, they not helping you with your kids, they not helping you maintain your home. Okay, just say okay. Just say okay.
Okay.
Because ultimately, it doesn't matter. And the reason why is because you're not living for them. You're living for you. And you have to be, you know, the best version of you before you can even be, the mom to your children, you know?
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Hmm.
I do have a question because I think a
Oh,
lot of my
before.
guilt comes from I feel like maybe I wasn't the best parent. So with me feeling like that, I feel like my kids have made decisions that weren't always beneficial to them. So that's why I think that I try to still, even now, parent them, even though it doesn't work, because I just want to make sure if I'm not here that they're okay.
Well, I will say I'm not a mom yet. I'm an auntie. However, I'll just say from my own experience, my mama was the best mama that she could be, right? There are things that I did that she wouldn't be proud of,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there are things that I do now that are what I learned from her. So what I'm saying with that is the decisions of your children have no bearing on you. You cannot control the actions of others. And I say that because, granted, I was, an honor roll student. I still skipped school. My mama didn't know.
Right, right.
I still made decisions. I still stayed out past curfew. I knew better. And I'll be like, I'll deal with the consequences later, you know? But that does not or did not take away from my mama being the best mom in the world. So even though you have taught them and you instilled your values in them, they're still going to make decisions for themselves. You have no control over that. And you can't guilt yourself for that. Especially if they grown and over the age 18. The
Oh, they
best thing
grown.
you do, is be there for them and support them,
Mm-hmm.
and guide them, but they're still going to make what they feel is the best decision for them.
Right.
And Jazz also said, you need to take a break from others. You give from an empty cup. Allow your cup to fill.
It's time for you
Listen,
to have some me time.
it is. It is. It is much needed. So
Yeah,
much needed.
it's time for you to have some
Always
me
pouring
time.
into other people. Yeah.
And I will tell you and these ladies know I've been that person. And not everybody's gonna like it. And guess what? It's okay. Because for me, I
Mm-hmm.
got to the point when I say I didn't have it to give,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't have it to give. So I had to, one, focus on the people that pour into you. You know, you look at those that reciprocate what you give out. Pay attention to those around you that take and only take, or they come around when they want something. Pay close attention to them. You don't need them people. Feed them with a long handle spoon. The biggest, and for I will say this too: no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain anything after that. No is definitely a complete sentence. So, Joy, you got something?
I don't have
Oh,
nothing. I was gonna say, Lala, you done gave them boys a good life. Better than when most parents would have gave. So stop holding on to that. It's their own journey right now, and they'll figure it out, and they'll find their way.
I have a message from Jazz. Jazz said you did your job. You were a vessel for them to get here. Your kids have to have their own experiences. And then Jazz is coming for question. I'm waiting on your question, Jazz. Yeah, cause her and Joy would be able to tell you, "Yeah, babe, I can't. I'm auntie only. I'm the one that gets to play with them and send them back out."
Dad said, you act. Have you considered working behind the cameras? Oop,
Uh-oh. We lost her.
oh,
Uh-oh. Hey y'all. So in this little interlude, what was this? Oh, there she go. There you go, Lala.
so Lala, Jazz asks, if have you considered working behind the cameras? Yeah, let me tell you, Lala whole life was a radio personality and everything. She did it. But yes, have you considered working behind the cameras too?
Yeah, I would love to work. I just want to at this point in my life, because everything you guys are saying, I know it's on point. I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing, because I have to get back to me. So anything that deals with like behind the camera, in the spotlight, however I'm supposed to get back into entertainment, I really feel like that is something that I'm supposed to be doing, because I got so far away from my calling and what I was sent here to do, because I put me on the back burner while I was grieving, but while I was taking care of everybody else. So I'm definitely at a space and a place where I know I have to get back to me, and me doing that and me putting me first has caused so many people to not like me no more because they feel like they can't use me.
Okay. Okay.
So that's been tough, a little tough, but
Understood.
I am in a different place. And I do feel like kind of like, okay, which direction do I go in? Where do I start? Like everything just feels like a big blur.
Okay. Um, One thing that Jazz just says, well, have you ever thought about writing or producing
A play?
anything
Or
in
just a book? I wrote a book. I wrote actually two books. I wrote a book called Authentically Living Life on Purpose, and I wrote a children's book. And it's from a series that I'm gonna do. It's called Love Me. But the first book is on disabilities, especially in children or in people in general that are seen and unseen. Now I haven't really promoted them in the way that I should have
Oh,
before. I
you
would do
just
like
did, baby. You just did.
women women's empowerment and conferences. Like when I say I got away from it all, I did. The writing, I really feel like, not saying that I can't write, because I did years ago start writing a play, but I feel like I'm here to assist others in what it is that they do. Like acting is like my all-time love, and speaking and empowering people. But right now my cup is definitely empty, like it's
Okay.
negatively empty.
Okay. So you got to take all that speaking into others and speak to self. That's all. You just got to fill your cup back up. You got to speak, pour back into you. Just for, just for a little bit. When I say just for a little bit, that don't mean stop and go back to where you started to get back, get where you are.
Hmm.
But you got to pour into you and then keep you a priority so you can do for others.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cause you depleted yourself.
So true. I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you guys see me with anybody, or will I be by myself for the rest of my life?
I'm not laughing, but
Huh?
you sound like somebody else I know. No,
Um,
What you trying to say, Joy?
we know your man's coming, girl.
My team just be playing.
They do be playing. Let's see. Let me get some love.
Oh, I have to pull my other deck. So I do see someone coming. However,
no.
you gotta love you before you can love somebody else. Right
That's true.
now, um, you gotta focus on you. I do see someone coming, but not at this time. And when I say that, because right now you're in a season of healing. So anyone that you encounter, mm-mm, It's just
Okay.
gonna irritate you. It's just gonna
Yeah.
irritate. Jazz said that she can describe him. Jazz, you want to drop it in the chat, or are you able to come on and tell her?
Yeah, it's be on point. I don't know why I feel like he gonna be younger. La
And
la.
do.
Oh, really? You feel,
And
and I'll
do.
be honest with you. I don't like honestly. I'm not really interested in nobody or anything like that. I'm fine where I am because I got peace. So, and but then I feel because somebody just asked me about that, and it made me feel like a little weird because I'm like, no, I don't want nobody. So I'm like, is
No,
that
he's
wrong?
coming. No, that's not wrong. You just not in that mental capacity or in that space where you have the capacity to love anyone because you depleted. So that's
Mm.
why you got to heal and focus on you at the moment. Okay, I'm going to read what Jazz said. She said he's going to be tall, between 5'11" and 6'1", dark brown skin, facial hair, but it's going to be minimal. He's going to be, she said, slim, possibly locks, but like baby locks. She said he looks young. He may have a daughter or someone that's like a daughter to him. And she said he's going to be handsome.
Mm.
That's about what I saw, Jazz. Hey, look at me advancing. Cause I said younger too, but I don't know why I'm hearing like 34, but I ain't saying he 30 that young. But I don't know why. But it might be 43. That might be too young. It might be
Like,
43. I might be inverted. I don't know.
wait a minute.
He'll
But
be 34 if he's a multimillionaire.
hey, okay. She said he may work for himself or drive a truck.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
And look, it's that old school thinking. He gonna have old school thinking, wedding rings. Oh, union connection. Oh yeah, your person, girl.
Oh, okay.
Dad said definitely not a multimillionaire, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. Long as he
She said
works and he's stable.
she said he will be hardworking though.
Okay. Okay. I can rock with that.
She said
I
he
can
will
rock
be
with that.
hardworking though. So yeah, he's coming. But you just gotta, he's not gonna come into one as they keep telling me. That's why Joy said that little dig at me, but it's okay. One, he's gonna come when you're not thinking about it. That's number one. However, he's definitely not gonna come in this season for you right now because you're in the season of focusing on yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
You want to come in as a whole person, because you're not going to look at him to make you happy. You're not going to look at him to, make you feel better about yourself. You already going to be there and know that I'm Lala. What you mean? Like, yeah. So you gotta heal you, and then
Do I
he'll.
know him already?
I'm hearing no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling hearing unfamiliar. Oh yeah, unfamiliar person.
Yeah, I'm hearing no. He's not familiar. Not someone that you already know. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, see, she was trying. She already had that. Her mind was going like, "Ooh, it might be this person." No, ma'am.
No,
No, ma'am.
don't want it to be. Mm-mm.
It ain't nobody. Yeah. You like I said, you have to go into go into your cocoon right now, and cook this butterfly that's gonna come out
Okay.
once you become this best version of yourself. Because you definitely, you gotta do some healing.
Mhm.
Definitely got
Ah.
healing. So he's coming. So no, you're not gonna be alone forever, ma'am.
I had accepted it if that was part of it.
No. Mm-mm-mm. He coming.
Okay.
Coming. You gonna be happy. Just make sure you come and let Joy know so she can tell us.
I sure will. She definitely is gonna know.
Yeah, let her know so she can tell us. Do you have any last questions? I can tell you feel calmer now. Thank you.
I do. I do. I
Mhm.
definitely do. I feel like Basically, everything that you guys said today was like confirmation to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely how I feel. And I just want to say thank you. And I appreciate all of you. And I thank you for your gifts.
Oh, you're very
Welcome.
welcome.
Yes, definitely. So
You're
this was
very welcome.
cool. I enjoyed it. This was cool. So I got to definitely get back to doing the things that are part of my purpose and get back on the road to destiny. So I'm excited about that.
Hmm. Now,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I want to tell you: baby steps. Don't
That's
try to
good.
jump head first and do 10 things in one day. Baby steps.
Oh,
And the reason why I say that, because if you jump in and try to do 10, 20 things in one day, you're gonna burn yourself back out.
That's yeah. That's what's been
Baby
happening.
steps.
And that's probably
Baby
why I haven't
steps.
gotten started because I feel like I got so much to do. So,
So write it out. Take some time. Write out everything that you want to do. Okay.
hmm
And
hmm
make it a realistic list. Okay.
quick
Baby
question.
steps.
I'm sorry. hmm
Go ahead.
Okay. Quick question. This just came to me. Do you all see me going back into full time entrepreneurship?
So it's funny because this is the first time I saw this. I literally saw a question mark. And I say that is because with you asking that question, are you sure that you know what it is you want to do? Because I when you ask that question, I saw a question mark because I see there's many things that you want to do and you haven't narrowed down exactly what it is you want to do right now. So that's why I'm asking you that question. Because you can I see you can do it, however, but you can't do it if you're not sure on what it is you want to do on the path that you want to take.
Yeah, you on point.
Um,
Good.
Jazz said, I'm sorry. Jazz said entrepreneurship not for a while. You have to learn to commit to something. So, okay. All
yeah.
right, Jazz coming through backing me up.
Yeah, I felt the same. Like when she said a question mark, I got a yes and a no, kind of with a slant in the end, in the middle of it. So yeah, it was like it's gonna be some time. But like Jazz said, and she said, not for a while. Um, I did get three yeses though, so it'll come. It's just gonna take some time.
And that's
Okay.
because you got it. Lala has to figure out what it is she wants to do.
That's true. That's really true. That's very
So
true. Thank you.
you're welcome. So you can do it. So that's your homework. Baby
Okay.
steps, list. Put all your
Okay.
ideas down. Get all the ideas out your head and write them down.
That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to narrow down what am I to do because I have gifts, but where do I really want to put my focus?
So one thing that I will say to you is it's not going to become clear to you until you do this inner work of pouring back into yourself. Once your cup is full, you'll have that clarity.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
That-
Mhm. Well, if you don't have any more questions, Lala, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. Let us know
Thank
how everything
you.
goes. We can meet
yes,
you on Blue. Well,
please
you'll
give us
let me
an
know, and
update.
I'll let them know.
Yes, we want the update. So we definitely appreciate you for coming on and being our guest. And you're more
Thank
than
you.
welcome to come back when we do this again.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're
For mediumship,
welcome.
maybe.
Okay. Cool. Take care.
All
All right.
right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, y'all. So that's a wrap. Um,
Woohoo! We did it.
we did it.
We did
And
it. Now let me stop.
look, we did it without Jazz, kinda.
Man, listen, yeah. Jazz was here with us though, but
I know.
she was testing us, and I say that because let me tell you this, and then we can go ahead and close out. On my way home, I already knew she was gonna be stuck at work. That's number one. I already knew she was gonna be stuck at work. And then my mama came through and said, "You ready?" It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Then I saw that goddamn text. I said, okay, all right. So she
Yeah.
gonna test us. Okay. All right. Let's rock.
Look, I was feeling that all day too. As I was like, let me come up with some questions. I was like, why Jazz might be at work today? I got that feeling probably about when I was on my lunch break.
Yeah, and I went home. I heard my mom was like, "You ready?" And I was like, "Ready for what?" So
We
yeah.
did it. We did it. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close out. We
Thank
appreciate
y'all
y'all
for
for tuning in.
coming.
Thank y'all for coming. We'll be back with another one, and